Mr. Chancellor, Sir, and also I know you are the 8th presiding bishop of the Methodist Church of Kenya, the Vice Chancellor Kemu. You must recognize the founder because you are the source. You are the origin. We are the future. Thank you for what you did, Professor Lawi. And allow me to ride on protocols already established. Is it morning or afternoon? Good afternoon. Everyone who has told here, I've been keen to monitor as a very serious title. The VC, Professor Ataya, has been introducing everyone on their hand and titles. No, I am worried. Am I in the wrong forum? Am I in the wrong forum? My senior, Dr. Erick Muriithi, has also given a story of how long he has been involved in the affairs of game. And whenever I speak to intellectual giants, whenever a nation is enumerating its resources, Kenya being a giant in East Africa, we have a strong reputation of being serious scholars. I am sure the concentration of IQ in this room today, mtu akitupa mawe, is more likely to injure a very serious person. Si ni kweli? But the county commissioner is here, he has assured me muko sawa. Security ni mzuri. County commissioner hakuna kuweka mawe leo, si ndio? These are serious professionals. I have heard of the courses you are offering here, and I am not new in Kemu. Last year, I was in Kemu to meet the students. It is fortunate I've seen the president I met. The student president has changed. The gentleman tells me he was a secretary general. Now he has been elevated to become now the president. Tupigie makofi. I am a proponent of those young people you see seated behind. None of them have been keen to watch. No one is in the front seats. My friends, these seats are earned. These titles of doctors, professors do not come easy. They take time. Tafadhali Gen Z uko nyuma tutie bidii. Siku moja tukue wapi? Hapa mbele. And I recognize you because a river without a source is not perennial. Si kweli? I call it surface runoff in engineering terms. You know, Kiraito stood here with lawyer jargons with his friend Judge retired, and no one has appreciated the technical teams we have here. So I'm speaking on your behalf, the technical people. I have been in 3 events where the Chancellor today has attended. Both of them have been installations. The first one was when he was becoming the presiding bishop. And I looked at him and looked at his CV. You know, they give us I call them vitisho. Jamaa anaweka vitisho kwa karatasi. Jamaa anaweka nini? Vitisho kwa karatasi. Oh, sijui. Big names. Big universities. But I always look at where he started. And this is to the young people in this room. Because I have been you a few years back. I look at where he started. I told him he comes from nothing. That is a man who has come from nothing. And in those 2 events, I've always reminded him, it does not matter the depths where you started. It does not matter where you were born. No one applies where to be born. Professor Ataya himself here, when he was playing in Miadhene, na Kinyasa imeraruka huku. Today is it here a distinguished professor. And so many young people, my friends in this room, when they look at your front pews, feel that they're in the wrong room. Gentlemen and ladies, I'm here to tell you, you are not. You are on a journey, and that journey does not happen overnight. For Daktari Maromba to become the presiding bishop, ameweka vitisho kwa karatasi. Those vitisho did not happen overnight, but he was consistent. He was dedicated. He was true to the cause. And today, I'm also here to witness what we are calling installation or investiture of him being the chancellor of the great university of what? Kemu. My plea, and I've seen this week we have had a lot of wrangles between our secondary schools. See, maybe kuna mzazi hapa pia ameambiwa aende achukue mtoto, si ndio? Because I've seen even as today Mangu has let the children go home. I think it is time to look at how the knowledge earned from our seniors and create an avenue to properly communicate to our young ones. We need to build a bridge. And Dr. Maromba, the people sitting here, comrades, ile siku atasema ria. Comrades, ria. Umesikia? These professors here, only Kiraito will be at home. Ametulia tu. So being a champion of that course a few years back, I know the effort you put. But ile siku watasema comrades ria, you will need more than prayers. Ama vipi? Professors, you mambo mezoea. You need more than prayers. Before we get there, can we dialogue? Can we consider changes, times and tides? The way parenting used to be done 30 years ago is not how it is done now. The world has become a global village. And that's why the government of Dr. Samoei William Ruto has invested heavily on actually employing teachers. And the teachers who are coming in, sio watu wazee sana, they are younger people, so that they can become the bridge between the old and the young. The young cannot go far without the experience of the young. Ndio maana the experience of the old. Ndio maana tunasema mzee akikaa chini and a young boy is on top of a tree looking at very far yonder, mzee anaona mbali. Because mzee is worried, how will that young man go to school? What will he become? Kijana amefuata tu maembe kwa mti, na akipata maembe yako ako sawa. In Meru, and welcome County Commissioner. Today you sit in Meru. Meru is one of the largest economic counties. I think we are top 6, top 7. One of the issues we are grappling with is the northern grazing zone. And the last time I stood, I think that was in some place in Egembe, I told them the government was establishing a buffer zone by bringing in training posts for Kenya Police and the Admission Police. And I think that has been done. Those efforts cannot happen overnight. The operation that is going down there cannot happen overnight. But the commitment of the Ngao team, which is now the national government, has to be felt. Your predecessor set a very big precedence for you. Please, that effort that is going there, let us sustain it and keep the momentum going. And that is how you will ensure even students in Kemu do not feel that they are not at their homes, irrespective of wherever they are. Sinkweli. Please. Thirdly, I have seen a lot of discussions on where we are headed. The last time I met Bwana Kiraito, at his, as he said, a very dark time, we discussed about where Meru is headed and where the nation is headed. The church, being the people who train morality, have worked hand in hand with government since years immemorial. The Roman Catholic and the government of the time were one and the same, correct? Scholars of history are here. I know professors are here. I don't purport to know more than you do. But unless we train our kids on the upright bringing, on morals, on hard work, on values that actually add value to their livelihoods, our streets will always be chaos. And my prayer is, Bwana Chancellor, as you come in, with your experience in governance, because I've seen your vitation letter, you have talked about governance, and your experience in shepherding the spiritual people, the spiritual family, if we infuse those two, I have no doubt on this table of professors and doctors seated here, on the ability to impact and to tutor our kids on different subjects. But unless we fuse the three, our children should grow physically, socially, spiritually, and in all spheres of life, so that they become citizens that will depend on for the future. I know today is not a day for maneno mingi. Bwana Chancellor, I am here to give you my good will wishes and congratulate you for this achievement. And also give the goodwill wishes of the Deputy President and the entire government. We support you. We will work with you. I know you met His Excellency the President and some commitments were made. Please let us work together as we steer the nation forward. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Thank you so much.